Welcome to My Name is Ron, where I talk about free open source software, data privacy, tech things that interest me, that I think could interest you too. Today I'll be talking about why maybe you don't need a VPN. If your country's blocked you from accessing a certain website or geoblocked you, there's a good chance this will fix that, and it's free. So stick around and I'll show you how to do it right after this cool 2-second intro. So there'll be two parts to this video, both revolving around Tor. Now don't run away, because I used Tor years ago. I hated it. I thought it was too slow to use. You couldn't watch videos really. Well, I stumbled across it recently and it works fine actually. Maybe it's improved over the years, I think it has. And also I've noticed it's quicker in Brave browser. I think because they strip away tracking and ads, so less requests have to go through the Tor network. Anyway, if you've been geo-blocked and you need to access a website and you're thinking of buying a VPN, this will fix that, okay? I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So if we go to Brave browser, Daily Mail is a good example here. It's blocked in my country. I can't access it. This is a normal tab in Brave. Now if I go Shift-Alt-N, or you can come up here and go to New Private Window with Tor. Open it. Up here you'll see it immediately connects to Tor. I go to Daily Mail. Click on Daily Mail. It works fine, okay? Now this also works for video websites, like if you're in Australia, for example. And that's basically it. That's the first part of the video. It's that simple. Okay, so if you came to this video because you wanted to bypass this geo-blocking thing, that's done. We've done that. If you want to learn a little bit more and learn how to set Tor as a kind of a VPN where you set the exit node to a country of your choice, then hang around and I'll show you how to do that. And you can kind of have a makeshift VPN. VPNs are better, I'll say straight off, but I'll get into that in a second. I'll just show you how to install Tor if you're on Linux. I'm using Linux Mint. Because if you go to the Tor website and download it, for Linux you'll get a .xz file, which I didn't really enjoy. I prefer Flatpaks and this was just easier. So you go to Software Manager, it's slightly easier. Type in Tor, just go down a bit and you'll see this thing, Tor Browser Launcher. This is from the Tor project, it's an official thing. Install. It says not installed because I've already done this 10 times on 10 previous takes of the video, so it's a bit weird. And Tor Browser, for me, I think it's actually already installed. So I launched this. Yeah, so Tor, it's already installed, it just comes straight up. But if it's not installed, it will install it for you and then it will just launch straight away. It takes like 20 seconds. So that's just a much easier way to install it. I'll show you what we need to do here to set the exit node. First you need to find this file here, torc, and you need to add 2 lines to it. So we'll go to the terminal, paste this in with Control-Shift-V. You will just type it in, find, and if you've installed Tor somewhere else via a different method, just put the location here. But if you use the method I just said, this is the default location. So just press enter. It shows you the location. So I just copy that with Control-Shift-Copy, C, Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-V, and then we'll go nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-V, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go Nano, and then we'll go Control-Shift-C, and then we'll go You don't need sudo for this. Then just Control-Shift-V to paste it in. And now you're here. Just go down to the bottom. Maybe leave a line blank. And just paste in these. Control-Shift-V. Or just type it in exit nodes and strict nodes 1. So exit nodes GB, you can probably guess that's Great Britain. If you want the codes for all the countries, this is choosing where the exit node is. So yeah, so just go to the Wikipedia page, ISO alpha 2 country codes, and they're all here basically, so you can just set whatever code you want. Let's just change it for the hell of it. We'll go Australia, AU. Now Control X to exit, press Y to save, and just press enter to keep the same file name. That's done. And now in your Tor browser it should act as if you're in Australia. I'll just get out of it and actually okay, so if I go to connect, go to whatsmyip.com. Now I tested this a number of times. The first time I tested it, it didn't work, and then all the times I tested it after that, it worked. See, it says country Australia. I'm not in Australia, by the way. And that's basically it. That's the video. The only downside I noticed to this is that, for example, let's say BBC iPlayer in England, if you set it to the UK and you go to that, it still blocks you. Or the lotteries website in Australia, Tats Lotto, if you go to that website, which is blocked outside of Australia, using this method, it will block you. But if you use a VPN, it won't block you. My understanding is that there's not as many Tor exit nodes, so they're easier to block rather than blocking a VPN's whole IP range, whatever range they have of IPs. I believe they have thousands, whereas with Tor exit nodes, there's not that many. That's my understanding. Anyway, that's the second part of the video. So that's how you can use Tor as a VPN, a free VPN. Hopefully you found this video interesting. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. You'll find my links in the description to other platforms. And yeah, there's a lot more content coming up. I'll be doing about 1 or 2 videos a week on the topics of self-hosting, data privacy, free open source software alternatives, things like Graphene OS. That will be a big video coming up because I've been using that for a while now and I want to share what I've found. It's pretty good. Yeah, and if this saved you money on a VPN, maybe consider giving me a couple of dollars through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description as well. And yeah, I hope to see you on the channel next time.